Alright, hello YouTube. I made a video the other day. I wasn't in my greatest condition. I was dealing with a lot of problems. The stress of just knowing what's going on. And I'm going to share it with you a little bit more thoroughly than I did last time, because it was just all over the place. So the first thing we have is Nibiru's passing. Alright, so as you know, about 50 years ago or so, we discovered a rogue planet. And they said we wouldn't have anything to worry about. We'd be much more prepared. Well, that time has come, and it's finally here. And what the problem is that our government is using this right now. The Obama administration, see, he's not doing too good. He knows it, but it really doesn't matter who becomes president, Romney and Obama. Now, let me explain this, and I know this is going to be far-fetched as fuck, but these are possibilities, Now, there's a reason why in Egypt we preserve ourselves, okay? And the reason why is because they figured eventually someone would have the technology to reanimate them. Well, we did, and there's even signs of it in the Akhenaten hieroglyphics and stuff like that. Obama is a genetic pharaoh. And I know, like I said, it sounds way far-fetched and stuff like that, but you got to look at the big picture. We all think, the ones who care, the ones that are awake, we all think that the Illuminati's running this shit. Well, it's never been, the Illuminati. It's been the Egyptians, okay? We have the Egyptians who worship the red sun, too. My theory on that is that, when this Nibiru came last time, it adopted us. Then it did its come around again and dropped us off. If you don't know what I mean, you don't have any business listening to this. Alright, so what I have here is basically Nibiru is going to be passing around the 16th and 17th. Alright? When this happens, you're going to have pole shifts, you're going to have earthquakes, you're going to have earthquakes of catastrophic proportion. Today, China had an earthquake that awoke in a volcano. You have your floods, you have these weather anomalies that are just happening, in places that aren't very common with that type of weather, like the tornado in fucking Long Island. Okay. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that's not adding up, people. That's why I'm very frustrated here, and I wanted to redo this because I got 23 views, and I'm really not doing it for views. I'm doing it to wake you guys up, and you need to understand that it is very hard to wake people up who aren't awake, because your pineal gland is basically corroded from the fluoride in the water. Again, another far-fetched theory, but our third eye is a big factor in this whole thing, because it is blocked the way we think spiritually, and we're just programmed right now, and we don't, you tell someone who's not awake about Nibiru and the coming danger, and they don't do shit. They just whatever, and it gets really frustrating. So I'm only going to do this time, because also I'm making myself kind of a target here, and I don't mind it, because I care about people knowing the truth more than anything. Even if it did cost me my life, so the fuck what? There are people who died trying to do this stuff. Bill Cooper, he, no one's heard of him since. He wrote the behold a white horse, or a pale horse, and you know, he was telling stuff about our government and the way it is. So I have a few things I want to go over today about waking up. Alright, and the first one's Nibiru passing. So, like I said, it's going to happen around the 16th or the 17th. So you have till tomorrow or today. And if the government has any type of conscience, they're going to give you at least 24 hours notice. So don't be surprised if President Obama comes on and says, we have word, da-da-da-da, there's going to be tsunamis, California is not going to exist, Texas is going to be beachfront property, stuff like that. But here are the other things that I'm getting wind of. And this is via John Moore and, you know, some other people. And I don't want to completely put John Moore out there either, because, you know, he even said that he's just going by this stuff and he's not taking any responsibility for it. And I completely understand that. But what I got here is Russian troops in Canada. Now, I want to explain this a little bit more in depth, because I want to show you how this shit works. Alright, so before 9/11, they said that there was going to be a testing exercise, you know, for the jets and stuff. Well, at that same time, Al-Qaeda decided to bomb the World Trade Center. Well, that was convenient. You know, we had a training exercise with jets doing the same thing, and then the real thing happens, and then our troops didn't know what was real and what was fake. So, with that being said, we have Russian troops that are in Canada right now, and they're on a training exercise. Also, we have Russian troops in Colorado training with our U.S. soldiers. And again, another training exercise. Now, I just want to make you aware that every time we say we have a training exercise, something really goes down. All right, and this isn't good. This is what I gathered up, because I also have intel, you know, from sources being in the Masonic order and stuff, and I can definitely get myself killed for, you know, saying shit. And it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I'm at peace with myself. It's fine. Again, just trying to wake you people up. There's 270,000 troops, Chinese, in Mexico. So you have your 60,000 Russian troops in Canada and Colorado, and then you have your 270,000 Chinese troops in Mexico. Now, you tell me what the hell China's doing in Mexico and what the hell Russia's doing in Canada. I think, and this is just complete hypothesis, but just think about it. If our government sold us to the highest bidder, it would be China. And a good way of extermination or just control would be to come unexpected. Well, you come up from Mexico with 270,000 troops. America is not going to have much time to react. Not to mention the distraction of the Russian troops in Colorado. Now, I even saw, you know, via the internet, and you can't believe everything that's on the internet. You really can't. You have to do your research. And that's what I've done. I've done my research. And this is why I'm making this video. Otherwise, I wouldn't waste my time. You know, I have nothing to prove or anything. It's just, I want to help people, and that's it. So, you have your Russian troops that are in Russia. I mean, in Canada. And then you have your Chinese troops. So you got to come up from the south and come down from the north. What the hell? You know, this tsunami thing that's supposed to happen with Nibiru, when it goes under us, is going to flip our poles. At the same time, it's going to create currents 3 miles high, you know, and it's going to totally wipe out California. Apparently, California is going to be 258 feet underwater. below sea level or above, or yeah, below, whatever. I'm so confused right now. I'm reading my notes here. And basically, the other thing is the agenda that I want to get to. And what that consists of is whether or not our president is the Antichrist. Now, it doesn't matter who is, because honestly, it just brings forth the end of all. So, if Obama is our Antichrist, he fits the description very well. And the reason why I say that is because he's united us more than any president I know. He has also, basically kind of calmed everything down. There really hasn't been much of a war per se. And, now we have this thing going on in Syria. Now I'm going to tell you guys this right now. This thing in Syria is a distraction, all right? Take it from me. Take it from me, who's someone who's studied metaphors, someone who's studied the Bible and stuff like that. It's a distraction. It's to keep us preoccupied what's really going on, okay? Also, back to this Obama thing, it doesn't matter whether it's Romney or Obama. It's all going to turn out to be the same thing because they work for the same thing. It's been that way since the assassination of Kennedy. See, Kennedy was a real, true president. And it just seems to me that they didn't want that. They have a personal agenda, the Illuminati, or, whatever you want to call them. Now, my contacts in the Masonic Order, I've been sent some material and stuff about a list of FEMA camps being activated and things like that. Well, yeah, it's that gray area. Again, I'm not, covering up for no one. In my opinion, the FEMA camps are part of the Georgia Guidestones. If you've read them or whatever, it says keep the population under 500 million. You do that, you basically have a stable economy, a stable life source, and everything else. You don't have to worry about famine or anything like that. And it seems like that's what they're going towards. But if America has been sold to the highest bidder, China or Russia, whoever bought it, because you got to ask yourself, what is the dollar worth? Look it up. What is our U.S. dollar worth? The last time I saw it was 32 cents. 32 cents. So you guys want to look that up and do your own research. I'm just here for any questions or anything like that. I'll leave my email, and you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them personally. I'm not asking for anything, no donations, nothing like that, because this is not a scam. This is just me doing my part as an American citizen who believes in the freedoms of the United States and believes that we have a right to bear arms. We have a right to all our constitutional amendments. And I just think that this is complete and utter bullshit what's going on. With the Colorado thing, the shooting, again, a distraction. Pay no attention to that stuff. Yes, it's sad. People died, and I am so sorry for you guys' loss. But it's a distraction, people. This is to keep your mind preoccupied. You are programmed. Wake up. Ways of waking up, taking CBT, which is marijuana. I do not condone drug use of any kind. It is of your own choice. I'm just telling you what I know works, and will wake you guys up. And honestly, when you smoke, ask yourselves, for the people that have smoked, and I know a lot of you who watch this are probably pot smokers, And the reason why you're watching this is because you do know something's up. Okay? So just ask yourself this. Have you ever felt like you've been in a fog? Like the next day, when you're sober again, you kind of go back into that program. Well, I'm trying to give you a way of never going back in. Okay? Wake up, people. That's all I'm asking is wake up, unite, and be proud to be an American. Don't fall for this propaganda. Don't fall for this this fake war and stuff like that. Do your research. See what's out there. Get resources. Get utilities. Pack away utilities. Do whatever you can. But the scary thing is that we might have a revolution on our hands. And this is dangerous to even say, because I could be deemed as a bad guy and stuff like that. But we need to unite. We need to build up our arms. And I'm calling to arms. We need to. I'm sorry to say it like that. I'm not afraid to say it at all, because I'm an American citizen who believes in the rights of freedom, which are being taken away from us right under our eyes, and we don't even see it. First the collapse of the dollar, then the takeover, and then the changing government. And it's all going to happen. I'm not a conspiracist. I've done my research. I see everything falling into place. And you guys just need to wake up. I'm going to keep saying it. Wake up. Alright? Like I said, if you guys have any questions, please contact me at the email. I'll do this for as long as I can. Just know that if something does happen to me, that they're just trying to shut me up. And just know that, you know, people want me to be quiet. But I'm not afraid. And you know, I've made my peace with myself, and if anything happens, that's just the way it is. And, you know, God willing, it doesn't, because I have loved ones, and I'd hate to go. But, again, this is my self-sacrifice, and this is my way of making everything right that I've made wrong. So, take care, be safe. The first sign of danger, again, the first sign of danger, you guys need to go to Texas, alright, because that's beachfront property, according to my sources. And you can look this up for you guys yourself. Go to John Moore, go to Terrell 103, go to The End Is Near, and me, Agent B11, or Agent 11B. I don't know, because I don't use this name very often. But I'm an agent of God. I believe in, you know, the right of living and living free. And that's what's being taken away from us, people. And you just need to unite and be proud to be an American. And don't let them change you. Alright, so have a good night. Take care. God bless. And God bless America.